Hello everyone, playing some Call of War here. Garth talking, also known as Dude IRL in Call of War. So, I didn't make a video after my Japan video on what to do next once you've established your power, once you've got your build going. I decided to start another game as Burma, and I like Burma. It's a solid country. It's in a good piece of the world. There's plenty of AI around, there's plenty of land around. This game is, what day are we on now? We're on day 7. I'm in 6th place. On day 6, I was in 8th place. Largest economy, I was the 6th largest economy. I'll show you how I did that. Go to buildings. And here's what I'm building. I got this is my starting industrial complexes. I built one industrial complex off the start in my double rare, because you know me, I like my double rares, I like my rares. Give me my rare material. So I'll have video showing the start, but I decided that I was going to join a coalition, and I built up my borders, and some people from my coalition were talking, and some people were talking to me, and we were a little worried about South India here. So I decided to take the AI country here, which capital was Dhaka, and I get extra rare materials and some oil, so win-win. I love that. I opted to go with tanks and planes. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any automobiles. Here you can see I'm doing some scouting missions. So I'll try and make this into what do you do next video. You take your first country. As you can see, I cleared out Tibet. How this led up to me clearing out Tibet was Indochina early asked me if I wanted to ally. And I said I would ally with them, I would work with them. And I had joined the alliance with Papua New Guinea, Borneo, New South Wales. There was one other country, but they have gone AFK. Then I woke up one day and found that Indochina was aligned with South India in a coalition. So I decided to get in touch with South India and Indochina, since I already had a nice relationship with Indochina, to talk with South India. And South India and myself, as you can see here, South India is a very high level player. So they want to win. They've won a few. They played a few. Level 100 is a lot of play time. So you got to respect that much level of play. So I've talked to them, and we've decided that we were going to fight a coalition that sprung up around us that was making a push towards us. How this originally started was Tibet started invading British Odisha and left his northern flank open. So I had units built up on these two who were easily able to come in and take all of this mountain region here. At this point, I didn't really have an air force. I was starting one, but I had like 2 planes. Now I'm up to 5 interceptors and 5 bombers. Not great, but for day 7, that's pretty decent. So can't really complain and argue with that. So what I'm doing now is I'm finishing up Tibet. Now this coalition is comprised of Pakistan, Xinjiang, Turkestan, and it looks like now Mongolia. But Mongolia somehow is attacking the computer clique, we'll call it, and losing land to them. And they're also fighting up here. So I don't really see them as being a threat. But now I should be working with South India on Pakistan, which I'm lining up my troops. I'm going to have a strong push. I'm going to get far. The only problem is my Air Force can only go so far. Now, an option I have, which I'm thinking, which gonna take some time to do, is an airport in Parka, and then an airport in Gartok. Those are my thoughts right now. It's taking a couple days for me to take Tibet. Tibet mountains. They have what, 3 pieces of land, maybe 4 that are not mountains. It takes some time. Like, this is one of my starting places that just was like all the way through. Finish off this last unit here that was built. These guys here are gonna take that. This guy here is gonna pop down, come back up, take that. So I scouted this out, found out there was 2 tanks. Now, a look at the players. The player's stats: level 25, a 1.68 ratio on provinces captured and lost, 0.64 killed to death ratio. So they're not the best fighter. They took over a country who was building industrial complexes and were really good. Here it looks like he's trying to get his Air Force closer. So in anticipation, because I did scout this out ahead of time, he's got a level 3 airport, a level 3 airport. He's got airports, so he's gonna have an Air Force. It's just, he's gonna have one. So I have, if I can click on them, where are they at? Well, zooming out maybe. There they are. I have, an Air Force. It's not bad. But in anticipation of them having an Air Force, I have been building anti-air regiments out of my newly taken, or previously taken, Tibetan cities. Also building more aircraft. Let's show you what kind of aircraft I'm building. I'm building another 4 interceptors and a bomber. So that'll give me 9 interceptors and 6 bombers. 6 bombers is a good amount. Tibet was good. Tibet did me good. It did not do me dirty. The man was upgrading his cities, which is nice. So I've gotten cities taken over with higher level industrial complexes that I can easily repair. Now, the downside to what I'm doing right now is I have oil. I don't have much oil left. I'm not getting much a day. I'm using 2,375 per day. 2,175 of it on units. I'm producing 5,571 a day. So I'm not really getting a lot of oil. And the market still has a decent amount of oil, but I used the money that I got from taking the capital of Tibet, which was roughly 150,000 on buying goods. But this game, someone's in the market doing something fishy. They bought and they're reselling easy resources at much higher levels. So someone is playing the market game. Not sure who it is. But hey, 82,000 a day, 6,469 is 40,000. So I got stuff building. I could easily buy a reserve oil, which should not be a bad idea. Now, here you'll see my front line, which is currently still in the process of being created. I have a bunch of tanks, a bunch of anti-tanks. As you can see, I'm starting to defend those units with anti-air and troops. These troops up here are probably going to be sitting back in Shazia. I'm building artillery. I probably shouldn't have built artillery, but I'm building artillery. No, I'm sorry, I just took it. The artillery was already being built. And the infrastructure level 3 was already being built. Just patrol these guys. Can't quite hit both of them. Patrol these guys right here. Where's this airport? Can't really get anywhere yet. I don't want them to hit my units on the ground. Got to keep them in the air. Although he's probably going to try and paratroop in. But I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to build paratroopers. These guys here. They need a level 3 air base to build them. And you only build it in your capital. So let's check his capital. And yep, see, there he goes. There's a level 3 here. 100% sure. Now, I opted for the bigger fight. experience over numbers. Alright, good. My anti-air is upgraded. That's nice. So I'm anticipating, based off of the knowledges that I've gained on what they are building, what they have in each of their cities and their land. And I have started to counter build in order to defend against any kind of counterattack for my attack. I'm sure they know that I'm going to be attacking them. I'm not sure how India is going to attack. Since he's in a coalition other than mine, we can't ally and share a map so we can work together that way. So I asked and I requested that he stay in contact with me, which is nice, and I'm going to have to stay in contact with him and let him know what I'm doing. Now, one of my allies is bringing some units. He was a little worried that I might get backstabbed, not backstabbed, but attacked from behind. But then I told him about how I've talked to them and they're working with me, not against me. So I got that going for me. So he's got some troops coming in. Not sure where he's sending them into the mountains, but whatever. At least he's doing more than most people do, which is nice. More than what I expect people to do or have seen. Don't have much artillery. The artillery I had was really helpful pushing through here. I did have resistance between what aircraft I had at the time, plus my artillery. I was able to fight his numbers down with minimal amount of casualties. As you can see, nothing's super hurt. So I guess that comes down to, how am I going to attack? Right now, it looks like I'm going to be making pushes towards airfields, making pushes towards, I think Delhi is probably going to be one of my first targets. I don't want South India to feel boxed in, so I have to leave him most of this. Yeah, I want that, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Sometimes you have to lose some to gain some. I also have to worry about this, because he's gonna have some troops up there. I mean, most of them are probably already down here. He doesn't have the best fighting stats. I mean, I'm comparing this to those are mine. 1.7, 1.57. I know, don't have a lot of solo victories, only one coalition victory in 94 games. Reason for that is when I first started playing, I didn't have a lot of time to finish games. I was able to start the games, but I wasn't able to finish them. So that hurt me a bunch. I was unable to close out games that I was winning, and I was winning most of them, solo or in coalition. So we'll see. I mean, I'm in a pretty decent position held up in this little area of the map here. The push, I'm thinking, is probably going to go straight up through here to Astor. From Astor, depending on what South India does with the rest, because I'd be more than happy just to take it all. But I have a feeling that, long run, people open up and coalitions break up and whatnot. So we'll see. If I make a nice line up here, I can start trying to take out Xinjiang, and I'll already have troops in the vicinity, plus whatever I build out of these two cities. So we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be the attack. I'll push on through here. This little swath of land. I feel like I'm probably just going to have to try and take it all, though, At that point, it's like, what do I do about South India? And I don't think Indochina is going to do much of anything. He's the guy that was going to ally with me. Not really a lot of active players around, It's a shame seeing all these people not active. Look at this. North Sudan's still going, but South Sudan's pushing. Belgian Congo quit. South Africa's alive. Southwest Africa's alive. South Argentina, as always, doing good. Always strong. South Mexico. North America has been doing good. But a lot of times, South America, or in North America, too many people ally with each other because they don't want to fight. They take out what they can, and then they're not really left with anything. One thing my allies are doing here is he came in, took Perryville, and moving in, gonna take Alaska. Already took islands out here, these islands here, finishing off Hawaii, took Johnston's atoll. That's good. That brings up you'll see it's got like full morale. I'm in a pretty strong position here, though. It feels pretty good. I might have to wait a day. I might have to wait 2 days. I might have to wait 10 hours. I need to make sure I have an answer to his Air Force. I need to make sure that he is not in a position to drop paratroopers into my cities. I have to protect my back line, so I'm going to have to push in 2 lines. So we'll see. I mean, right now might be a great time to just attack and take a whole bunch, but I don't 100% know what I'm getting myself into. And this guy's actually building things. I just don't know how good he is. So this is a problem I run into sometimes is, do I make the push and attack? Do I think I have the advantage on him? Yes. Should I attack and take advantage of that? Yeah. Do I have a good enough army to be able to stop him from counterattacking? Yeah. But it's the X factor. It's, will I be able to do the same thing in 10 hours, 12 hours, with assurance that I'll have superiority in the air? So that's the problem. I don't know what kind of air force he has. That's the X factor. I don't have the money for spies yet. Because once you start spying on people, they start spying on you. And I don't want to use spies until I take another capital. What are they doing? Well, let's check who these people are at war with. Oh, look at this. Oman, Persia, Kazakhstan, Iraq. And see, that's never good with on your morale. I was actually fighting against, the two of them are tag teaming. See, now this leaves me in an interesting position. Since they took this just recently, because I don't remember seeing that changed earlier. They've taken that just recently. That anything he built is all up here. The rest of his stuff is all the way down here. And he's at war with Iraq. So he is he's in no position to be able to fight back. This guy's not at war with anyone. This guy, Persia and Kazakhstan. Persia's alive. Where's Persia alive? Up right here. And right here. I just gonna have to take that guy out. Alright, well, I'm gonna write up some mails here, and I'll show you guys how this turns out over the next couple of days. If you have any ideas, comments, how do you think it should turn out? How do you think it'll turn out? Do you think I'm going to do what I said? Do you have any ideas on what you would do with what I have in the position I'm in? I'd be glad to hear them. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Watch some good videos. Teach you guys a couple things here and there. Learn a few things from you guys here and there. And enjoy the video. Enjoy the other videos. Don't forget to watch my 2-minute reviews, one of which is Burma, which is the country I'm playing now. So it's a little example of how strong Burma can be. So enjoy the video, and I will have another video for the next couple of days in a couple of days. Have a good night and have a good day.